Hey there, I'm CloudQ, and today I want to talk about an idea, a theory that I had about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Is there a connection between Holy and the Whispers? Let's talk about it. So first, a very brief summary of what these concepts are in the context of Final Fantasy VII. First, the Whispers. Whispers are arbiters of fate. They're beings born of the planet. They appear when someone tries to alter destiny and try to ensure that it stays on course. They enforce the will of the planet, basically. When we first meet them, it's with Aerith in Chapter 2 of Remake, where Cloud can only see them after Aerith grabs his arm. And in Final Fantasy VII Remake, they stand in our way multiple times, but they also assist the party at other times. Now let's talk about Holy. Holy is an orb of white materia that contains the most powerful white magic spell in the world of Final Fantasy VII. A magic spell that has the ability to save the planet from grave threats or danger. And it's in possession of Aerith, to whom it has been passed down by her mother. Now, why do I think there might be a connection between these two? It's based on something that Aerith reveals to us and Red 13 in Chapter 6 of Rebirth in Costa del Sol. Aerith's holy materia has lost all color. She and Red talk about how materia is imbued with memories, and since the Whispers took memories from Aerith, she suggests that perhaps they also took those memories from the materia. So we know that the knowledge and memories, which in general is also what gives materia powers of magic, that the white materia was infused with, have seemingly disappeared, and Aerith concludes that it was most likely the Whispers who took them, like how they took memories from her before in Midgar, because she knows from first-hand experience that they have the power to do that. That's what we know so far. Now let's look back at the end of Remake and specifically what happens with the Whispers. At the end of Remake, we fight and defeat the Whispers. However, in Rebirth, when we reach Gongaga, we realize that there's still some Whispers around, and they look different from Remake. There's two types now. Ones with a purple, darker shine below their hood, and ones with a bright white shine below their hood. Now, how is this possible, given that we seemingly defeated them in Remake? The explanation for one half of them is actually something that has been discovered long ago, because it's seen at the end of Remake. The dark purple Whispers seem to be Sephiroth's Whispers. At the end of Remake, after you defeat the huge Whisper boss, the cutscene that plays right after shows Sephiroth seemingly absorbing the power of the Whispers. And that's probably what created or saved them. That's how these Whispers are still around. And they are possibly acting for Sephiroth and or Jenova, which also explains their color, as purple is often related to Jenova in Final Fantasy VII. But what about the Light Whispers? Now, for this one I can't pinpoint a moment where it happens, nor is there any concrete proof yet, but given the nature of Sephiroth's Whispers and how Sephiroth and Aerith are very much the closest thing we have of good versus evil, light versus dark, which these Whispers are like too. They are literally light and dark Whispers, which, by the way, makes the Remake Whispers gray Whispers, which very much fits the color coding. Light Whispers possibly trying to save the world, like Aerith. Dark Whispers possibly trying to help destroy it, like Sephiroth. And the gray ones, regardless of good or evil, just trying to enforce fate, the planet's will. But that's just my interpretation of how I see these colors. Back to the topic at hand. It would make sense to theorize that Aerith is somehow directly or indirectly involved in the creation of these Light Whispers, since Sephiroth was involved in the appearance or survival of the Dark Whispers. Basically, what my theory is, the planet or the livestream, or maybe even Aerith, used the power of Holy to save some of the Whispers' power in order to create those White Whispers. Holy's power created the White Whispers, which explains why they are white. It explains why Holy is empty. Like I said, I couldn't pinpoint any exact moment where this definitely happens, though right after the Whispers boss fight, even before Sephiroth absorbs the power of the Whispers, the party finds themselves in a white fog, and this could be the power of Holy, but I can't really discern anything certain from it. However, I think that the idea is very sound. I can't think of many other explanations for Holy losing color. The color coding, so to say, with the Whispers fits, which is probably intentional. That's why I think if you want to understand the Whispers better, this theory can help you discern a possible meaning of their presence in a lot of moments in Rebirth. Another general idea that I found through FF7 social media is while people seem to connect the white Whispers to Aerith and Holy, and the black ones to Sephiroth, there's the idea that the grey ones are actually connected to the Cetra. Since they are the stewards of the planet, it would make sense for them to be enacting its will. I haven't looked into this particularly much, so I have more questions about it than answers, like if the Cetra returned to the planet, and the Whispers are beings born of the planet, is there really a difference between them being Cetra or just being born of the livestream like every other being? Maybe. Either way, it does make sense. At the very least, they do act as wardens of the planet's will. Even if they are just like all beings born from the livestream with no special Cetra heritage or anything, they do take on that role of representing the planet. So viewing them as representing the Cetra very much does make sense. Also, credit to Schrödinger's baby seal, through who I first saw this concept, which was what really got me thinking about all of this and partly inspired this little ramble. Now, what does the Holy Whisper connection mean for the things at the end of the game? I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I feel like to understand what happens with the materia at the end of the game, we most likely need more context from the third game, which is why I'm not really gonna get into it yet. But I'm really looking forward to the third game and how we will possibly find out more about this. And hey, maybe part 3 will completely prove me wrong. I'm just stoked to see how these mysteries will unravel. Because I think this is actually such a great example of how great the FF7 remake project is at telling these mysteries in such a great subtle way, while not straying too far from concepts of the original, like Aerith representing innocence and good, while Sephiroth represents evil and ultimately destruction. And that's why I trust in part 3 to deliver. I think they know what they're doing, and I'm hella enjoying it, and I hope you do too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think my idea is plausible? Anything you think I missed about it? Anything else you want to share related to my theory? Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.